They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action now, Prescott. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Down the sideline he goes. Curtis Samuel, touchdown, Cowboys. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. And again, it's Chubb. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Browns had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. Down the right sideline. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this 1st quarter. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this 1st half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
This is 2nd and 8. To throw is Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Elijah Moore now bringing it out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So nothing doing there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
Play action. Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
In motion right, Olave. To throw is Prescott. This will be caught. It's Samuel. A big play here for Dallas. 51 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Here's a quick throw right side. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Following the penalty, Chubb. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Fielded at about the 28. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Prescott on first down. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. Prescott. Pollard here once again. Back-to-back catches. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 15. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott off play action. Blitz coming and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Brandon, that just looked like a lot of confusion to me at the line of scrimmage. I don't think the offense had any idea of who was coming on the blitz and who was dropping off.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On play action, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. This now a 3rd and 4. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to throw an opening, and there he goes. Now look out. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Garoppolo looks to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He's got it. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys first down as he'll take this down to the 26. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Koo for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. First down, and it's Pollard again. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 78 yards on the ground for him so far.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
They'll run with Pollard, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. Pollard one more time. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They'll try to run with Pollard, and he'll get nothing out of that one. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Cowboys, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.